Parashas Shemos. What happens in this week's Parsha? Bnei Israel are suffering as slaves in Mitzrayim, and Hashem calls to Moshe. Bnei Israel are still in Mitzrayim. Yaakov, Yosef, and all of Yosef's brothers have died. Now it's many years later, and Bnei Israel have done well and had lots of children. Suddenly, there's a new Paro, a new leader over Mitzrayim, and he forgot that Yosef had saved the Mitzrayim during the famine. Do you think he really forgot? Wherever you live, I bet the leaders keep track of things that have happened for the last few hundred years. Well, the leaders in Mitzrayim also usually knew the whole history of their country, and they even had books to tell them about it. So most people think he didn't forget. He just wanted to make Bnei Israel work for them. Paro makes Bnei Israel work hard as slaves. Slaves don't get paid for their work, and the work Bnei Israel are doing is very, very hard. Building store cities that some people say would sink into the sand over and over. So they have to be built again and again, over and over. Paro just keeps making their lives harder. And then one day he tells his guards to kill all the baby boys that are born to Bnei Israel. But Bnei Israel have two courageous midwives, Shifra and Pua. Some people think these are code names for Yocheved and Miriam, who will soon be the mother and sister of Moshe, but he hasn't been born yet. These midwives are very brave and refuse to kill the babies. When guards come and see the babies, the midwives tell them that the women of Bnei Israel have babies so quickly that there isn't time for the midwives to arrive. Furious, Paro makes things worse. He orders his guards to throw any baby boys they find into the river. Then Amram and Yocheved have a baby boy. They have two children already, Aaron and Miriam. In fact, when they found out that Paro was killing baby boys, Amram leaves home because he didn't want to have a baby, only to have it killed. But Miriam is very smart. She goes to Amram and says, Abba, you are worse than Paro. He is only getting rid of boy babies, but you are also making sure you don't have any girl babies. Amram knows she's right, and he comes home to his family. Yocheved's baby is a boy, and though she names him Tzivia, they know he can't stay with their family. She decides to place the baby in a teva, a small boat, and set it floating down the Nile River. She sends his wise big sister Miriam to watch over him. Down the river, Paro's daughter is going into the water. Midrashim tell us two things about her: that her name is Basya, which means Hashem's daughter, and that she's actually dunking in the water like in a mikveh to become a gioras and live a life of Torah. Then she notices the teva with the baby inside. She reaches for it and pulls it closer to her. Paro's daughter names the baby Moshe. This means she took him out of the water. Nearby, Miriam watches and then runs to offer help. I know somebody who can nurse that baby for you, she says. Basya agrees. Bring him back to Paro's palace when he's older, and I will raise him as my son. Moshe goes to live with his own family. But when he gets older, he's brought back to the palace where he grows up thinking he's not really part of Bnei Israel. Then, one day when he's out walking, he sees a Mitzri slave master beating one of Bnei Israel. Hey, stop, shouts Moshe. That's not fair. But the man won't stop hurting the slave. What can Moshe do? Quickly, he kills the Mitzri, and then looking around to make sure nobody sees, he buries the body in the sand. But somebody did see. And the next day, Moshe sees two of Bnei Israel fighting with each other. Their names are Dasan and Avir. They are smart, but troublemakers. They don't like Moshe. When he calls to them to stop fighting, they say, will you kill us like you killed that Mitzri? They rush to tell Paro what happened, and Paro is very angry. He wants to kill Moshe. The palace isn't safe for him anymore. So Moshe runs away straight to Midian. Once there, he sees some shepherd girls in trouble and helps them. They're the daughters of the leader, Yisro. One of them, Tzipporah, is very lovely, and Moshe marries her. Even though he was raised in Paro's palace, Moshe realizes he's not going to be a prince anymore and decides to enjoy his simple life in Midian. He works as a shepherd and has 2 sons, Gershom and Eliezer. But back in Mitzrayim, Bnei Israel are not happy. Their slavery gets even harder when Paro dies and a new leader is in charge. Their life is so bitter that they cry out to Hashem. Hashem knows it's time to free Bnei Israel, and he needs a leader who can make it happen. So one day he calls out to Moshe from inside a burning bush. Hashem says to tell Paro to let Bnei Israel go free. Moshe doesn't like this idea very much. He's worried about 2 things. He has trouble speaking, so Hashem says Aaron can do the talking instead. And Moshe thinks Bnei Israel won't believe him, so Hashem gives him 2 signs. The signs are ways that Moshe will be able to amaze Bnei Israel and prove to them that he really is sent from Hashem. First, Hashem changes Moshe's staff so it can turn into a snake and back again. And second, Hashem makes Moshe's hand able to develop tzara'as, white scales, and clear up again. We'll learn lots more about tzara'as later on in Parashas Tzivia. Some people also think Hashem teaches Moshe special words that would prove to the Zkanim, the elders, that he is the real leader sent by Hashem. These words are pakod yifkod. Those are words that Yosef taught his children many years ago. With all these signs, Moshe heads back to Mitzrayim to meet his brother Aaron. Bnei Israel believe them that Moshe will lead them out. But when Moshe and Aaron go to Paro to ask him to let Bnei Israel go into the midbar and daven to Hashem, he says, no, 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 I will not let them go.
Oh listen, oh listen, oh listen, King Pharaoh. Oh listen, please let my people go. They want to go away. They work too hard all day. Oh Pharaoh, King Pharaoh, what do you say? No, 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 I will not let them go. No, 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 I will not let them go.
In fact, he punishes Bnei Israel by making them work even harder than before. But Hashem promises that Paro will soon see how Hashem defends Bnei Israel, and we will see too in next week's Parsha.